sitting down tripping. I still lean on my mom jealous. I'm from where they tip slow. When you know they gon' be jealous. Nobody need to guess me, dog. I'm quite sure you can smell it. I'm
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Kadeem, and you are tuned into the His, Hers, and the Truth podcast. Check out my guys' new single tribute to Screw featuring yours truly.
A sight to see just like his new split screens. Day after Valentine's, I came from 215s, never revealing the plans on them. Hot, let me get a fan on them. All supply, no demand on them. Never curse, but go ham on them.
Hey!
That was loud as fuck.
It was kind of loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I liked it, though.
Okay, we're going to keep it.
Oh, well, fuck it. We keep it then. What up? This is Steph G.
And this is Nika T.
And this is
His, Hers, and the Truth podcast.
We are back, man.
Finally.
The last two weeks, I will say it's me. No, not last week, but the week before. Because I saw last week coming.
Yeah, but the week before we ended up getting ice. So it wasn't like it was just...
Yeah.
We did end up getting ice, and it was just... We was like, no, let's not even risk that. And then it snowed, and now here we are.
That snow was a motherfucker. It was. I'm going to tell you, on the first day of the snow, I was feeling like, that Sunday, it was Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I was like, am I going to be able to get my daughter? Because I had to go pick her up, and I was sliding, and I was like, bruh, I gotta go get her though. I said, I'm not finna be snowed in without my kid. So I went and got her, and as I was walking out with her, mind you, she still spoiled, 4 years old, picked me up. So I'm like, come on. Man, I pick her up, turn around, take 2 steps, and I fall with her in my hand. Now, she landed on top of me. She's safe. She had a pillow to land on.
Yeah, that's a lot of cushion.
You shut the fuck up. So, yeah, she landed on me. It wasn't a bad fall, though.
It's just the fact that you fell.
Yeah, it's just the fact that I fell. And
imagine doing that at 30.
We gonna get into that. But yeah, But I got her, and shit.
That's what. Did y'all take her outside to play in the snow?
Of course. But you know what? She was hell bent on eating the snow. Not actually picking it up per se, but while it was falling, she was just.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, play. She was like,
nah, I want to eat the snow. Like that's an experience as a kid that you want to have, and she got to have it. That's what's up.
I was just.
We took Jai outside, like that. That experience was funny in itself.
How'd that go?
It was funny, but it wasn't funny. It was fun. We attempted to make a snowman.
Yeah, that shit too soft.
Honestly, no. We were getting it. We were in good motion, but then her mama's back started hurting. And I was like, you know what? We got to go in the house. I got to sit down somewhere,
Yeah, I ain't come back out?
We went back out, and we tried to do the snowman again, but then she got caught up in wanting to have a snowball fight and all of that stuff. So the snowman didn't happen. But at one point, we were outside, and I'm like, Ja, you need to have some gloves on. You need to keep your gloves on. No, I'm going to play outside in the snow without the gloves. No, Ja, you need the gloves on. Mommy, I'm just going to take my gloves off.
I done told you.
You were warned. You were warned. And I stepped in the house. For a split second. We were in the process of building the snowman. And I was looking for like a bucket so we could gather more snow or whatever. And I stepped in the house for like a split second. Next thing I know, she is coming in the house screaming, Like at
hands
the
are
top of her
frozen.
lungs, her hands were frozen. And I mean, they were red. Like her fingertips were just red. I was like, okay, so
What did we learn here?
we're gonna warm your hands up. We're gonna defrost your hands. I said, are you going back outside? Yes. Are you gonna wear gloves? 2. Oh yeah, okay. So now you realize it's cold.
Man,
Like this ain't. You think the snow is all the rainbows and unicorns? Nah, bro.
cause I didn't have any gloves either, and I'm sitting out there trying to be super dad and play in the snow, and I'm like, I'm finna go in. I can't do this. Like, I'm not built
But
for Arkansas
no,
winter
like,
abruptly like that.
listen, winter in Arkansas was like, oh, so y'all said that it ain't been cold enough. Y'all said this ain't winter. Let me show you what winter really look like.
The last couple of years, we were like, nigga, this ain't no motherfucking winter.
This ain't no motherfucking winter.
Folks be like, hey man, when it's gonna get cold? Nigga, I don't know. Nigga, it might be cold for 2 days and then stop.
That's how Arkansas is, though.
And it's like that now.
Exactly.
It's fucking 80 degrees.
It's
outside.
springtime now. We was in winter time last week. Now we in springtime already.
Right. We were like 7 days ago. We was fucking cold. It was a blizzard. And now it's just wearing shorts now.
Bro.
That's how motherfuckers stay sick.
Okay, so I got some cousins that are older. Like they're my mom's first cousins.
Oh,
So
they older than your mama?
no, they the same age as my mom. But they have a same age, maybe a couple of years young, a few years younger. But they have a 5-year-old, and
At that age?
yeah. listen, they have a 5-year-old, and my cousin's husband took their 5-year-old outside, and they built a bear out of the snow. And when I say the bear was, I'm gonna show you a picture after we get done rolling. But when I tell you it was like the bear was bigger than both of them.
Wow. That's what's up.
I was like, bro, I might be a shit ass parent.
For your back hurting and you like, nah. Let's
Yeah.
rewind though. They're
Stop.
they're in their late 40s.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. I gotta say, yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Wow. Old boy just had his kid.
Oh yeah.
He 52. What's his name? Old boy from Think Like a Man.
Romani.
Roman Flunk.
I thought it was Romani.
Romani.
Malco. Ain't that how you pronounce it?
Hold on. I know.
Y'all
I say
forgive
this
me.
shit.
Charge it to my head and not my heart, as the old folks say.
Damn, I thought I had it. But yeah, no, dude.
Google it.
Alright.
People be acting like they don't want to just Google shit.
Cause, man, I be forgetting about Google. Alright.
Man.
Now,
fuck that.
how do you spell his name since you know about Google?
I think it's spelled ROM. You better just start typing. The picture show up soon enough. AN.
I thought it was Romanco. Man. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Night School cast. Because he was on Night School. And I'm going to look up this cast.
He came out with a movie not
Man.
too long ago that
All right, what's the name of the
Tijuana.
Romani Malco.
I said Romani. Malco.
It's not Romani. It's Romani.
How do you know
Yeah.
it's not How do you know it's not Romani?
Huh, let me see. Damn, see how women just take your phone?
Huh? He said Romani.
Romani, I think.
Well, listen. I pronounce it the way I see it, how it's spelled.
But at 52, man, just had his first kid.
Hey,
Had his
men are
first
privileged
kid.
to be able to do that.
Hey,
We don't know how old she was. That's what I'm
That's gonna be too
saying.
much to look
Men,
up.
men are privileged to be able to have kids at 52. All women ain't privileged enough to be able to do that. We really do have, like, at most of us, a good number of us have a cutoff point. Most women are done going through menopause by their mid to late 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought that was mid-50s. I know I'm not a woman. I just thinking what I thought.
you start, some women start in their mid to late 40s. Some women start later. Not that.
I didn't even know this thing was on loud. I had to take the thing off, my case off. It happens. But what was you saying? Alright, it happens, man. It happens more than not.
All I'm saying is people be wondering why women be, the women that do want children are in a position where they're like, oh, they in their early to mid 20s and want to have kids, or they in their mid to late 20s. I ain't mean early. I meant mid to late. They in their mid to late 20s and want to have kids and stuff like that.
Shit, they be in their
Because
early 20s.
once you hit 35, your risks increase.
Right.
So you kind of, women are against the clock when it come down to that having them babies things. Men, man, y'all can keep humping for the rest of y'all lives down there.
We can keep reproducing because women can keep humping too. It's just the reproduce
Okay,
part.
well, y'all can keep reproducing.
Yeah, that's the part that we talking about.
Still. Anyways, next.
What was next? How do we even get on that part?
You were talking about the dude. Oh, I had mentioned my cousins that built the
Oh
bed.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay. We back.
all in all, man, that was fun. So
It was a struggle.
we potted before your birthday, right?
We potted before was it the week before my birthday?
Your birthday was on a Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the week before your birthday. You are 30, dog. Dirty,
I
30.
am.
And you look good.
I know it.
You look good.
Thank you.
You look
But I
30
know
and you
it.
look good. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad I look 30.
Right, because if you look younger, that'd be some bullshit.
I went to the liquor store the other day and did not get carded for like the first time ever in my life. And I felt like that was somewhat of an accomplishment.
To be.
Because most of my 20s, I was 16.
Man, most of my 20s, I was 40. So, don't you say a motherfucking thing. Don't you say a motherfucking thing. So how does it feel to be 30? Because eternally you've been 30 for about 5 years.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Because I feel like it. I feel like it. Honestly, 30 is a little different. Because 30 is now this place in your life where you at least for me, I feel like, okay, now I got to stop bullshitting and playing and get serious about what the fuck I want to do. Like, I've made different moves in my life to prepare me to be settled down and things like that. But now at 30, like, I've always been a very fickle person. I've always swayed on things that I wanted to do. I've always had a lot of irons in the fire. Like, I've always been the type of person to want to do everything
At one time.
At one time. And now I'm just in a place where it's like, okay, I need to make a decision and stand firm on it and be final. So like 30 is more about discipline.
It's more about making that decision and standing firm on that. That's what I'm talking about, man.
No matter how much you don't like the outcome, because there's going to be some shit that you go through that you just don't fucking like. And it's not one of them situations you have to finally realize that everything ain't a non-negotiable. It ain't like it's a situation where you just like, I absolutely cannot deal with it. It's more one of them situations where I really don't like this right now.
Because if you got a problem, you got a problem.
If you got a problem, you got a problem,
You
period. If you don't like some shit, you got a problem. But even still, you know, you learn that you don't like everything, and that's okay. And even with you not liking everything, you ain't got to throw that shit away just because you don't like it. You know, you got to find a way to work with it.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to my homegirl. I don't even know if she a homegirl. Just somebody I've known since middle school. I was talking to her on Twitter. And I was just saying, you know, if you're unhappy, leave. And that could be like a real broad statement.
That man, listen.
But it's like, she was like, so as soon as you don't like something, you just leave. I don't like to feed my kids. So you just leave your kids? I was like.
That's so. That's just so out of the prime example. If you don't like something, leave. I was ready to go. I didn't like my job.
Yeah. And you left them, how long was you there?
6 years.
6 years, man. And you left.
Yeah.
How does it feel to leave? Is it like the weight of the world off your shoulders?
No.
Is it like, now I can really think about what I want to do?
Yes. Now that is that is accurate. Leaving my job and deciding to just focus primarily on my businesses and stuff like that. It gives me the opportunity and the time to be able to focus on my business, to focus on what I need to get done and different things like that. I have more time to spend with Ja, have more time to spend with the fiance, you know, different shit like that. So I mean, and then on top of that, getting more things done within the home. And
I wish that was okay on both sides.
What you mean?
Like, if a man comes home, and this could be, you know, looked down upon from either man or woman.
Right.
You know, a man come home. Actually, I saw, man, I be on social media, and I got an announcement to tell you too.
An announcement?
Yeah.
Like on the pod?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was on social media, and they asked the question. They said, how would y'all feel if a man wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, and the dude was like, he must bleed once a month too. And I was like, damn, like, you don't think about,
like this,
you know,
I
entrepreneurship. Like, even though you're at home, you're not clocking in on nobody's clock. You still have work to do. You can still you can take care of home. You might have a garden at your house that actually provides vegetables that y'all eat for y'all dishes, and you got to maintain that garden at the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing work. It's like, there's still work to be done, either or. People
hear that stay at home, or like stay at home wife, stay at home husband, or housewife, house husband, however you want to look at it. But they look at that and they automatically think that it's a situation of, oh, I don't want to work and I just want to kick my feet up and chill all day long. No, there's still work to be done. Like, that's just like, okay, I left my job at the beginning of February. So I left my job 2 days before my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That was my birthday gift to me from myself / my fiance, because he was like, baby, if you want to go ahead and quit, I got your back.
Right.
And that's important too. So don't just go out quitting your jobs because you want to focus on your dreams and stuff. You got to have a good support system. What was I talking about?
You was talking about being stay-at-home dad,
being stay-at-home dad and stay-at-home mom. You still got stuff that's got to be done. Like, I left my job on February 5th, and February the 8th we ended up having car trouble, so we were basically working to make sure that the situation was okay for us to go ahead and get the car taken care of. So we was down one vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
But we were able to still, in that time, any work that needed to get done outside the house, he was the main one handling that. But any work that needed to get done in the house, that was all me. Making sure the house got cleaned up, washing clothes, different things like that. Ja would spend a lot of time at home. At one point during that time, she had gotten a little cold, so I had to keep her at home from daycare. And this is even before, it started icing and snowing and stuff. And then in that particular time frame, we utilized that to really just work on our different businesses and projects. He got a new project that's getting ready to come out here in a few weeks. I got some stuff with my DJing that I'm getting ready to release. I got some stuff planned for the podcast.
Are you ever gonna do my mix? I need a 10-song mix.
Why 10 songs?
I need a 10-song slow jam mix.
All right, bro.
Because that works for me. And I need it to work for me.
I'm sure. 10 songs.
10 song.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good 20 minutes. Okay. Gotcha.
Hey, if you know the spots, it don't even take 20 minutes. It take 5. Now the rest of it be enjoyable. the rest of the 15 is just foreplay and enjoyability, but you already got there.
Listen.
You done already got there. Hey.
That's what
I told the bitch.
I honestly
you already
don't disagree.
There. I told the bitch you already
I
there.
honestly don't disagree. Like it ain't even gotta take all day. It don't.
Yeah, but
if we've accomplished the goal for me, you can just go ahead and handle yours, and we can call it a day.
Nah, yeah, everybody ain't like that. They were like, I want another, like a buffet. You go sit down, you get your plate, you start eating, you get full, you chill for a little bit, and then like, all right, I need another. Nah, man, slow down. Slow down.
No, because once I'm done, I'm really like, all right, now get off me, let me go to sleep. Like, cuddling is cool, don't get me wrong. You have your days where you cuddling, but at the same time, bro, we just broke out into a sweat just for it's hot. Like, touch my finger, we good, I'm here.
Touch my finger. What is it, ET?
I mean, that's the minimal amount of physical contact that I can have with somebody at that point in time. After,
you know what, speaking of that, we had both talked about this Lionel Richie and his girlfriend thing. Do you think they fucking? I know he's 70, and I know he Rico Suave, but are they fucking?
Yeah.
This ain't are they having sex?
Yeah.
This is that nigga drinking beet juice.
He beating that back in from time to time. Absolutely.
Listen here, darling. It is Tuesday. I got you Thursday. I gotta regroup. I gotta pray. I gotta stretch.
Man.
And I got you on Thursday. Now you gonna have to wait a little while after that.
Y'all be underestimating them older men.
Hell no, because I want to be one of them old men that's still. It's just when you. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean I'm happy for Lionel Richie. Do what you do.
I mean,
that shouldn't be an issue.
From what
though.
I understand, they've been together for years, though.
Yeah,
she ain't no new girlfriend.
She like what 30? She 30.
She's 32, from what I understand.
That's what I'm saying. When you say years, it's like, bro,
I wanna say that.
What was you doing?
I wanna say when I was looking at the stuff, it was like 5 or 6 years, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You 24, dog. With a 70-year-old. Or with 60-year-old. My thing is, if he breaking bread.
What's the going phrase nowadays?
What's the going rate?
Going phrase?
You know how. I'm sorry.
Love who you love. That's all we can say about that.
No, it's not. I don't have a problem with her loving. It's just like, did you want to live and do other stuff before you were just so wrapped up into this famous person? Like.
But sometimes if you know your person, like if you know that person is your person, what's keeping you from them? I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
Well, anyway, I mean,
See, that's the time where you start to express your feelings and your thoughts and your opinions.
I can't express shit.
Why?
Because it's gonna get scratched out this motherfucker once I start saying it. But anyway, I mean, yeah, shout out to Lionel and his lady.
They look cute together. Lionel looks good for 71. I'm not gonna lie.
You think some of that makeup?
Yes.
But even still, man, I guess you can. I don't know.
I mean, you look good for 71.
I wonder how I look when I'm 70. I hope I don't look 100 at 70. I hope as I do get older, I hope I look the age I'm supposed to be when I do get old.
So maybe for a moment, like, you'll stop aging.
I should crack your shit. That's what I really should do, is crack your shit. But that's what I am saying.
Why would you make like threats like that? Why would you do that?
That's the relationship we have.
When have we ever?
Always.
No, man, stop.
Always. I'm just saying, like,
I couldn't even hold a straight face.
When I hit 40, I want to be able to look 40, but you
already do.
Bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, when I get 40, I want to look for. If I look 40 now, I'm gonna look like this when I'm 40.
That's why I said maybe you'll stop aging for a minute.
Nah, you was being funny. You had some.
No,
it's some slick shots in your shit.
I legitimately meant because you do look older than 29.
Right, your old ass.
And
you said it hurt, right?
More mentally than physically.
I'm gonna go into 30 a different way.
I wanted to go into 30 different too, but you make plans and tables turn.
The motherfuckers just start spinning. It's like the universe playing Wheel of Fortune with your ass. Anyway, so you and I are looking to, before we get into our topic, which it kind of rolls into the topic, you and I have watched a movie called Malcom and Marie.
Yes.
Now, Malcom and Marie was like this big discussion thing, about 2 weeks ago. What's your take on Malcom and Marie? First of all, it's with what's her name?
Zendaya, yeah.
Zendaya and John David Washington. That's my dog, man. Anything dude is in, I'm watching it.
He's wonderful. He's wonderful. He was a delight to watch.
It's like, I know your daddy, but I like you.
I like you.
You were good. You were
like you.
You dope as hell.
He good. He that boy good.
That boy good. But yeah, so what did you think about the movie?
Okay, cinematically, I think the movie was phenomenal. I think they did absolutely amazing with the movie. Black and white, I loved it.
What type of vibe did it give you?
What you mean?
What the black and white, the beginning, the opening credits.
I feel
the first like 15-20 minutes of the movie with the black and white. What vibe did you get from that?
The black and white gave me like a vintage classic vibe. It was more just it was different from what we normally see on the TV with a lot of colors. So it gave me an opportunity to actually focus on what was supposed to be focused on in the movie.
Because some people are like, damn, that's a nice painting. And
yeah.
Just be forgetting.
And forget everything else that's going on. But in that, they like they made it about those two. Well, they made it about everybody mentioned in the movie based on the dialogue, but it was, you could really just focus on Malcolm and Marie. Now, as far as the writing, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, it was very triggering for me," and it
Yeah.
was a bad movie because Malcolm was abusive. They said somebody used that
Abusive.
term. Somebody said that he was verbally abusive to Marie.
He wasn't verbally. He was straight, direct, and rude.
He was rude. He was rude. He was rough with her. But I do also think that they knew. I feel like the two characters knew each other well enough to know how to press each other's buttons. I don't think that it was a lack of love between the two of them, and people can call me crazy or say that I like toxicity or what have you, but I don't think that there was a lack of love between the two of them. I do, however, think there was a lack of communication between the two individuals in the movie, a lack of proper communication, because they were communicating. They were doing a lot of yelling, a lot of cussing, a lot of name calling, a lot of, they were taking a lot of jabs. She attacked his ego. He attacked her demons. You know what I'm saying? So on certain levels, when you know what hurts the other person, you gonna go for the jugular. Like, you gonna go for what hurts them. So I think overall, like, the movie was, I think the movie was great. I liked it.
What would you rate it? Like a B, not no stars wise.
I would give it a B.
Would you watch it again?
I would.
You would. Okay.
I would.
First of all, I did in the beginning. I did get Spike Lee vibes.
Definitely.
I did get whoever directed it. I felt like they might have been inspired by those type of Spike Lee movies and things like that. Yeah, I didn't see the toxic part of the movie at all. They were saying about how they would talk to each other was toxic. I felt like you were saying it was a communication barrier. I felt like, that probably is something that they've done more before, but just not to that depth. But yeah, they've done that a lot. It's like, you feel some type of way and you just want to talk about it after it's been built up. I don't think neither one of them really has good communication skills. They like to have everything built up and then just explode.
And then sometimes after that explosion, there is like a calming, like a calming after the storm. Then everybody's ready to actually, in their clear heads, have a conversation, an actual conversation, and then understanding. You know what I'm saying?
And I think she decided to. I don't know. I felt some type of way because I'm like, if I'm upset about something, I'm good at holding that in so that you can celebrate your time, your day.
Yeah.
Because this was the premiere of your movie, and
I didn't want to mess that up.
I didn't want to. Yeah, you were selfish enough to want to.
Do you think she should have waited to the next day?
Yeah. Wait. All he wanted to do was eat his mac and cheese and eat you. And
I was mad at how he ate that macaroni, though. I was real mad at how he ate that macaroni.
They was mad at the fact that it was crab. They said, "What the fuck, man?" But no. So
it was quick.
Be selfless enough to wait. Because somebody's appreciative of you. That is understood. So now,
do you though?
I would think so. I mean,
Because part of her point was you made sure to go through and thank every single person involved.
Mm-hmm.
You made sure to go through and do that.
Right.
And granted, this is a conversation that I had with somebody recently. Everybody is so hooked up or so caught up on this whole love language thing. Well, this is my love language. This is my love language. This is my love language. If somebody is not loving you in your love language, how do you feel?
If somebody's not loving me in my love language, I would feel like you're not trying to actually involve yourself in what really
Is important
to me.
Exactly. So when it comes down to looking at it from an aspect of I want to be loved in my love language, her love language was potentially or what she was asking for him in that moment was for recognition. I need you to love me in this manner. I need you to show me that you appreciate me in this manner. And because you failed to do that, no, that reassurance of you appreciating me is not there.
Right. And so I think if the thing was simply a thank you, because that's what she initially wanted, was a thank you.
I mean, at the end of the movie, he thanked her.
Yeah, but I mean,
and they went to bed.
But it was like this. It was like if the thank you was what you wanted, then you couldn't postpone that until the next day. I just don't
mask off. We home now because what's gonna want to happen now. I'm in my feelings and I love you enough to be in a public setting with you and not ruin your moment. Allow you to have your moment. Allow you to have your time. Even when you got off that stage, you still didn't come and say, babe, I'm sorry that I forgot to thank you in my speech, but I want you to know that I appreciate, like, you didn't do none of that. Like, there were things that could have potentially been done to prevent her from being upset, but I was courteous enough to be out in this public setting, support you, all
and
of
not
that,
get a thank you,
and I not get a thank you. When I get home, okay, now this is me and you. This is now our world. This is now the world that we get to say, hey, I'm not okay. So, and just like he said, he was like, well, when we were at the party or whatever, you were just fine. What happened from then till now? I changed my mind. Like, I'm entitled to do that. She entitled to do that.
Yeah, you're entitled for that. You're entitled to change how you feel. But why can't you just say it? Why is there? Why are you putting up this whole attitude, this whole fight, this whole posture instead of just voicing how you feel? Because
she didn't talk to him and wouldn't say anything, and he was like all on cloud 9, and she was
just sitting there. She was sitting there. She was giving him reality about the things that he was talking about, but at the same time, it's like, hey, even while he was talking, you were talking back to him. You could say, hey, but we need to discuss why you didn't thank me in the speech. It's clear cut, straight to the point.
Did she not tell him that was the problem? Like, did she not when their dialogue started?
50 minutes in, yeah. 50 minutes in.
So you counted how many minutes it took?
No, I'm guessing, but it took a while.
The big issue was,
I said I'm guessing, but it took a while.
We're gonna somebody let us know how long it took for her to actually tell him, because I feel like she told him from the gate. But I'm a woman, so I'm a little biased in that area.
Because she was just going against, I wouldn't even say going against, but she was making the opposite point of what he was trying to make. About the movie critic, because he was waiting on the critic to respond or say something about the movie, and he went off about that. And then when he first got in the door, you know, he was talking about everybody else. So it was like, yeah, that shit was probably like 50 minutes, bro. That probably took about 50 minutes to get there before it was just, you know.
There were discussions held.
Yeah, it was other discussion, but I'm just saying.
I mean, there were discussions held regarding her frustrations and stuff because, I mean, there was a roller coaster ride of emotions throughout that entire movie. It went from being happy and on cloud nine, frustrated, sad, angry.
But did you
like
see
the moment that they was getting ready to get it on, he went to the bathroom. He
Yeah,
was like, "Don't
dawg,
change your mood. Don't change nothing. Don't move. Don't blink. Don't do nothing."
Then she was like,
and
"Why I
she
wasn't
laid
cast?"
there long enough to have thoughts going through her head.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up at. That's why niggas
Crazy
don't like.
shit-
That's why niggas
crazy
don't like
shit
condoms.
Crazy shit is the moment that I looked at her face and her face changed, I was like, I already know exactly what just happened in her head.
Yeah, I was saying niggas don't like wearing condoms for that reason.
Why?
Cause you leave that room of thinking. It'd be like, alright, I'm gonna get the condom.
That's too much time to be able to think about.
It's too much time to think. But yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you how they were explaining how they were feeling was through music too. I was like, y'all must do that often. They had some good music choices.
They had some wonderful music choices. I
think they got a soundtrack.
I think that it was awkward for Zendaya's character. Like the whole music thing. I think it's something that he probably did in the relationship often. And she made an attempt at it and it didn't work.
She played some shit that was just like, bye, hit the road jack type shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. So, shit like that. But I think music is good to use to express what you feeling and what your thoughts are. If you use it properly. Like it can be used as a good tool.
No, yeah, you right. Shit, as a kid I used to use music a lot. When I was real flirtatious with women. But, in the sense of like being in love and stuff, I can agree. But I think just overall, just thinking about the movie, it was just like, damn, it could have been a better way to just like.
I think a lot of people disliked it because it was a mirror for them. A lot of people want to say that they was triggered, but nah, nigga, that was a mirror. You saw a lot of you in one of them characters, whether it was Malcolm or Marie.
Because it's like you felt triggered.
And honestly, I saw a lot of
shit.
me. I saw a lot of me in both of them characters. Shut up.
I'm just listening, man.
Nah, it was the facial expression. I felt
You
something
ain't
coming.
never had like that twitch in your eye?
See, but the problem is I've known you long enough to know that it was a fucked up thought that went through your head in that moment.
It was just a twitch. But
Whatever, bro.
I am grateful that there was no other norm physical violence between each other.
Yeah.
I was so thankful for that because I was like, bro, if they start to fight each other physically, I'm just turning it off.
Hey, yo, that one scene though, and then after I say this, we're gonna have to get into the topic because we're a little bit of ways into the episode tonight. But that one scene where she was where he had basically told her that she didn't do good in the audition, and that's why she didn't get cast.
She flipped that
and
switch.
she flipped that switch.
Ooh,
man,
he was like,
he was scared. He was scared.
Hey, you ain't seen that movie at all? Man,
you gotta watch Malcom Marie on Netflix.
Yeah, watch that shit on Netflix.
That shit hidden.
Cause she did that when she flipped the switch though. I said that motherfucker crazy.
And then at first I was watching it, I was like, damn, she about to kill him. I was like, this wasn't the type of movie I was expecting. This was not what I was expecting at all. And then I was like, oh no, she about to show this nigga. She about to show him how good of an actress she is. Oh. Oh, you
But
thought.
yeah. Now that's a good segue into today's topic, in which we're discussing dating damaged men. And the reason why I had thought about this topic per se was because it's just like, all right, I see a lot of women who are who are who are complaining. Not even I ain't even gonna call it a complaint, but are saying that their ex has done this to them, that they're not healed, or that they're trying to be healed from the past. So it's like, is there a red flag, or not even is there a red flag? What is the draw to damaged men? Like,
What you mean?
all right? Like,
What make like?
is there something like,
How do we know they damaged?
man, you gotta talk, you gotta really like dig deep into people and see if they damaged. I mean, I know per se, if I was talking to somebody and I was trying to get to know them, I would see, how they carry themselves in public. I would see how their views are toward certain things. Uh, man, I don't even know, man. It's just so much stuff that I know that I've done to see where a woman was at, and it was like, all right, you might not show me that you crazy, but I can actually see that you crazy, or see that there's some parts of you that needs to be healed. You get what I'm saying? And for me, it's like, how do you not see the damaged part of somebody? Because I'll say it like this: somebody that's heavily criticizing you, that could be something that shows that they could be damaged if they're not uplifting you, if they're more
I
so putting you
mean,
down on the what if this doesn't work feeling.
so you're saying, why do women choose to be with people like that? Like, I guess what I'm confused on is like, when we talk about men being damaged or being with damaged men. Number one, men like nurturers, and nurturers are women. Most women are natural nurturers.
When you say we like nurturers, I mean we like women, but
Y'all gravitate towards those that will nurture you. Y'all will gravitate more so towards women that will nurture you the most. Men like to
like
be
treat us
nurtured.
treat us like our mothers
No,
supposed
I'm not
to.
saying treat you like your mothers,
Like,
but I mean you can nurture in different ways. I mean, on a certain aspect, kinda, yeah, but no, like, it's just somebody that brings that comfort, that, like, they gotta that woman has to be able to provide you with some type of comfort in knowing that she, how am I trying to explain it? Because when I use nurtured, that people automatically go to mothering, and that's not the only basis of nurturing something, like taking
because
care of.
it's like this. When you say, well, what I look at as gravitating to when it comes down to being with somebody would be, you know, are you motivated for yourself? Are you in good spirits?
Right.
I don't know I personally don't know what the nurturing part is that you're
When
saying.
I say nurturing, somebody that, like, for you, it would be somebody that is going to lift you up, somebody that's going to encourage what you're doing. Like,
So my thought process to that is, isn't that what we both would want? Is that necessarily is there necessarily a difference with that between men wanting a nurturer and women wanting a support system? Do they not go together?
yes and no. A support system and a nurturer is two different things because you go about it differently. Support is more on a logical aspect, and that nurturing is more on an emotional aspect.
So what if I need the logical, not the emotional? Then I would just need a supporter, not a nurturer, right?
Correct. But I don't. I think I think men actually look for that nurturing aspect because y'all are already the ones that try to fix everything. So why do you need somebody else like that? Now, I'm not saying that they don't have to have that quality in them. I'm not saying that they don't have to possess that, but the dominant trait that I think men gravitate towards is how nurturing the woman is to him and what he has going on, whatever that may be.
Okay, so what do you see as being damaged on your end? Do you even use the term somebody being a damaged person? Does it start out? Can you see the damage in that person after y'all date?
Yeah, you can see. I mean, you can see damage in anybody. You could. I mean, you literally can have a conversation with somebody and be like, "Okay, I can see." Depending on the information that's being given, you can see what type of damage they have,
Like
what has caused that damage.
like I'll say this: a lot of men would tell somebody that they have trust issues. You know what I'm saying? And now that alone is an idea where you say, okay, how are you helping yourself through these trust issues?
right,
Some people might say, man, I just take it to the chin and I go on by my time. That's not really processing your issues. So then,
accurate.
to me, that's a red flag. That's showing some part of damage about yourself. Now, damage can be fixable or it can't be fixable, but it's all about what you're trying to do with that. So when you're talking to somebody, you can ask certain questions. You can see, okay, if there's a part of you that you dislike, how are you trying to fix that problem that you dislike about yourself? And then you can also, and if you're trying to help them while you're dating them, if you're trying to help them fix that part, see how they're treating you in the moments of you trying to help them fix it. Because you can still.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm listening to what you say because it almost doesn't sound like this is a conversation about why women choose damaged men as opposed to why women choose to stay in relationships that they're not being respected. I mean, it just sounds like the way you're posing the scenario is that this person is in a relationship or they're dating somebody and they're essentially being misused or mistreated by that person.
But that person can be a damaged person, right?
I mean, they can be a damaged person, but what I'm saying is your question, your original question is why do women choose damaged men? And it's not a case of why are we choosing damaged men because, like I said, it number one. How do we find out that they're damaged? We don't find out that they're damaged until we start to actually get to know them. We don't find out people who people really are until we start getting to know them.
But that also goes into the part of choosing. What I'm saying, like if you're getting to know them, you're not in a relationship with them yet.
Right.
So if you're choosing to okay,
but
dating,
we've had several conversations.
Relationships. If you're choosing to get into a relationship with a damaged person,
but we've also
choice,
had
right?
several conversations where we've stated that it is potentially possible for people to change up after you've gotten into a relationship with them.
Right, but for me, that's if you're trying to fix that part.
What do you mean?
Okay, I want to see the change to start before we get into the relationship. So I'm thinking, are women trying to do that?
This is what you're missing as a man. As a man, and you might not be one of those men that have a representative. And I don't know if you've ever heard anybody talk about the representative.
Yeah.
The person that you meet for the first 1 to 4 months.
A lot of people say that about women choosing their baby daddies.
You get the representative off top. You get the guy that's out here that's saying that he's he out here trying to work and or he trying to have his business or whatever. And off top, when y'all first start dating and getting to know each other, he's really doing what he's supposed to be doing. Like in the beginning, things always look pretty. Right. Things always look prim and polished and proper and everything like that. But then after you have been in it for a little bit, after the representative then finish their shift, then the real motherfucker come in. This the actual actor. This ain't the stunt double.
Right.
Now you get to see what that person is really about. And after a certain amount of time, for some women, it's a situation of, well, damn, I done spent this time with this person. They say that they care about me. They say that they love me. I have these feelings, blase, blase. So I want to stick it out, because the one thing that I've seen in the past, the moment that you as a woman say, well, this particular person that I'm dating is they're a damaged individual. I can't be with them. I want to leave, blase, blase. The first thing that men have done is be like, oh, well, you just giving up. You just giving up. You just giving up. And then you get, people automatically assume that just because somebody is walking away from a situation that you're giving up on them or you're giving up on the situation and you didn't even try. But a lot of people don't realize, number one, after my 29th birthday, I was like, bro, non-negotiables. Like, I know there are times where things will not be a non-negotiable, but for the most part, you have to know. If you don't know for yourself a basis of what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with, a motherfucker can walk all over you at any point in time.
Right.
Period. So, I mean, it's a matter of her sometimes with the woman not being the one to want to be like, not being the one to give up on that individual, so to speak, even though they probably not out here trying to do better at this point in the game. They not out here trying to build themselves up. They out here, making you want to struggle or making you struggle and shit like that. It's different things that go into why women stick around and be with, or why women choose damaged men. But for the most part, the one thing that I have known to be consistent amongst women and them dating damaged men is that man starts to show his damage after he done got in good with her.
Okay. And that might be, because I don't think I've ever been that type of person. But that might be what I am missing from the other side of the perspective. It's so like,
don't none of your homeboys have a representative? Like, y'all must, like, but there has to be conversations that will, I ain't gonna say your homeboys, because you deal with some pretty okay individuals.
You hang with the individuals. We lit. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They aight.
Yeah, we the shit.
I mean, they hang with him, so.
So we the shit. Good shit. But what was you saying?
I don't even remember. You distracted me. But no, you a fuck nigga. I want you to talk with men that are damaged, and a lot of men don't want to admit their damage.
No, they don't.
That's a big issue as well. A lot of men don't want to admit their damage.
Because a lot of men it just feels like they feel like failures.
With mommy issues, and will mistreat women because they got mommy issues, or they praise their daddy and they daddy just as wrong as they mama, but because they praise their daddy and think that he the greatest gift man, they mistreat women off of that as well because their daddy was probably a misogynistic asshole. Different things like that. So people,
I'll say this. I've seen instances where women were getting like the actual person. This is before. Okay, I'll say this. This is in the talking stage where they've told me they were like, hey, he doesn't support me. He's not there for me like I need him to be, or he always blaming other people for things that's going wrong in his life, and it's like, okay, I'm talking to you through this stuff, and it's like, what does he do when you try to help him? And if he's very, defensive on trying to receive help, some people just don't want to receive help, and that's understandable. But it's like, do you really want to go into this situation with somebody who is very standoffish about
we
bettering
have this
themselves?
we have this thing, and women really need to get away from it. We really need to get away from it. We have this thing where we like to say, all this time that I've wasted with this man, or all this time that I put into, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. Time is a precious thing, and you cannot get that shit back. Don't waste my time. I feel like I should be compensated for every ounce of time that anybody wastes of mine. I should be compensated. But the reason why I say we should get away from that is because we should be able to be more comfortable in walking the fuck away. We should be able to be comfortable with walking away. And I'm not saying you see somebody or you with somebody and they make a mistake and you like, oh well, mistake, I'm walking away. No, but changed behavior is is what keeps you there. Changed behavior. And I'm not saying changed behavior that motherfucker do it. He over there, he in and out. He been nodding to a lot of the stuff I've been saying.
He had that one deep heavy breathing moment. And you heard it. You said
our cameraman falling asleep yet again. But no, we hang on out of love. Women hang on to men out of love, out of
potential,
wanting to be with them, out of potential. Like, we hang on to that, and then once the shit don't work out, we be like, well, I wasted all of this time. I put in this time, blase, blase. Number one, you did it because you loved them. Bottom line.
Right. And in the midst of that time, you were
doing it out of love. You were doing it out of
you knew where you wanted to be.
You knew if they actually took full advantage of the assistance that you were offering, you were going to benefit from that. However, they didn't take advantage of that. Yeah. If you see, like, know what you're willing to deal with, it's some shit that, you're going to have to be like, okay, yeah, I might be being a little extreme on this. And it might just be something that I don't like. I'll get over it over time. Everything, you don't get over everything in one day. Sometimes it takes a while to process shit. But the one thing women, especially black women, need to get comfortable with is walking the fuck away. Because, shit, you either gonna be hurt, get fucked over, or be happy on your bald-headed, wholesome hoe shit and live the fuck on without the nigga. It's a lot of niggas that I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do without you. And look at me motherfucking now.
I'm still waiting to see what do you mean by look at you now? I'm just kidding.
I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm the realest nigga on your team.
No, don't hit me because that's going to hurt.
It ain't gonna hurt. I wasn't gonna hit you hard. I got you, fam.
All right.
Oh, ass nigga.
But yeah, I think towards this topic, I still feel like,
we're gonna dive into why y'all like damaged women, cause y'all love damaged women. Y'all like crazy women got the best pussy, huh? It be the pussy, don't it?
Do it?
On that note, that was his truth.
And that was her truth. Oh, hold on. I got my announcement.
Oh.
I signed up for Clubhouse, man.
I was going to leave you hanging. I had to contemplate it.
No,
because I was going to leave you hanging and talk a whole bunch of shit off the microphone about you at Clubhouse.
I'm going to tell you.
But
I'm going to tell you. I was still against it.
What made you get Clubhouse?
This week alone.
What celebrity made you get Clubhouse?
Nobody. This week alone, 4 people asked me to get on Clubhouse. I've had multiple. Listen. I've had multiple people ask me over the last few. Listen. Multiple people asked me over the last few months, and I was really like, "No, I'm straight. I'm straight." But I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I had my moment of just fuck it, just came in.
You a whole wholesome asshole.
Do not try that with me, because there's been a lot of goddamn times I have told you something, and you know what? You tell me no.
However, what I brought to you was going to benefit our business.
I brought stuff to you that would benefit you,
nigga.
I was
That's
selfless.
beside the point.
I'm just the
That's
point.
beside
The point is we both.
The point is y'all can expect to be talking to us on Clubhouse soon, since he finally went and did the shit that I told him to do a few months back.
Yeah,
Anything
so shout out
else?
to everybody that asked me to join Clubhouse.
Y'all assisted with helping me prove to him that he needed to get on Clubhouse.
I still don't know how to work it.
I'm team Android, so I can't get on it right now.
But if you do, once I do post the Clubhouse stuff, you just go there, you click either the Twitter or the Instagram, and just follow and hit the links, and watch the episodes and catch up, and then have discussions. We can talk about stuff. I'm gonna figure out Clubhouse soon, so y'all just bear with me. Thank you to everybody. Once again, on that note,
that was his truth,
and that was her truth.
And somewhere in there, he's still lying.
The real truth.
We'll holler at y'all.
Right.
Vibrating on and 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 on. Vibrating on and 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 on. I'm swinging, I'm swinging, I'm swinging. I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swinging, I'm swinging, I'm swinging. I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swinging, I'm swinging, I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swinging, I'm swinging, I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo.
Came down trippin', I spill lean on my Model. I'm from where they tip slow, when you know they gon' be jealous. Nobody need to guess me, dog. I'm quite sure you can smell it. I'm draped up, tripped up.
Tripped out. My solar songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. I'm tripped out. My solar songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. Tripped out. My solar songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. I'm tripped out. My solar songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about.